whatever gives you like peace of mind. That's the goal. You know, for some people this Babylon lifestyle is good. This rush, the whole thing. And for some people you work on that years after to get rid of it, of that lifestyle, of that rushing yourself, of that, I have to get something done. And I think that's me now trying to detox from that lifestyle. So everything that brings me peace of mind, that's what I'm focusing on in a normal day where I'm not working on music. Because even with the music, I'm working on it, letting things go, almost therapeutic, you know. The way I write sometimes is almost that as I speak to myself, not only to others. So yeah, I think the main goal is always to work on peace of mind, whatever that helps you with sports, working out, watching TV. Like, I'm a normal human being. I just like to, you know, be distracted sometimes from life too. Hope. I think that's what it is. If I have to break it down to one word, I think if that would be my final day, what I wish what people would think about me as a musician, and of course a lot of people don't know me personally, but what I would love them to say is, yeah, his music gave us hope. It gave us hope, at the same time reflection, you know? Because yeah, not all the music that I made was positive, but I wrote music in my darkest days. I dealt with my own depressions and demons, basically, you know, through the music. It's the best therapy. So yeah, if you want to say I misuse it, yeah, selfishly, yes, then yeah, I misuse music. But I think being reflective to yourself with the music helps others too. So yeah, I hope people think like that one day. Recently my sister said I should be a pastor because I talk so well, and I'm like, oh God, nah. Back in the days where the music thing was not highly professional, I loved to cook. So I probably would have gone like a little more professional into that direction. Maybe, you know, since there's this time frame where I grew up where like TV cooks all of a sudden made it big and stuff like that, maybe I would have been one of them, you know what I mean? But it was that age where I was like 17, music started, and I just had my first TV shows and stuff like that, and it was already professional. But my family didn't take me serious with that music thing. You know how that is, Ghanaian sister and mother. So yeah, you know how that is with Ghanaian parents' household. It's doing music is. I come from a time where my mother never told me I should be a lawyer or a doctor, but I come from that generation where the expectations was like that. So music was never a part of the expectation. So of course you can imagine how much I needed to fight for my respect of my own family in the first place. So it was not easy. So I think probably my family would have been more happy if I would have become a cook. Because that would be a stable income, you know. Music always came in flows, money came in flows. So it comes with a high risk that not all people will understand that you are willing to take. Why? Everything here was high risk. My mother comes from a generation of having nothing, so stability was the only goal. You know what I mean? So they don't understand why I would take a risk for your dream or for what you love the most. But me personally, I would encourage everybody to do what you love, because I think that's the only way to find true happiness. Because you're lying to yourself if you're doing something that you don't like only for money. It's for survival, yeah. And it only gives you happiness, a limited situation. But like we talk about real happiness, I think that doesn't come with money alone. I feel like the Volta is a very, very special place. Everything around the Volta can be the right side of the Volta or even the left side where the Ashanti region is and there where the Volta is still. I think the Volta has a very special place, and it's almost sacred, even though it was man created and but it's almost, it gives you something. I don't know, every time I'm at the Volta it gives me some great peace. But everywhere from coast to coast, kind of the western region, if you start at Kipus, Emina, that area, and you go further, Boussois, I love Boussois, my God, peace at Boussois. This time I even want to go to Axim. I haven't been there properly, so that's something that I would like to check out as well. So Ghana, I don't think that I have explored Ghana enough to say that this is my favorite place. I've been to some very beautiful places, but I can only motivate everybody else to come and see it for yourself with your own eyes, because our place is paradise. Yeah, like, if you got any tips, let us know, because we're about to explore this country. And yeah, every village, every area that I haven't been, I'm very, very looking forward to explore it and to discover it and to feel it. I feel like I know my people, but at the same time I don't. You know, you can have your blood, same DNA and stuff like that, but if you haven't, you know, I'm from Berlin. Berlin is the capital city of Germany, so I would not even consider myself as a German. I would say I'm from Berlin. You know what I mean? That's like when you ask somebody from America, where you from? What do you represent? New York. Exactly, that's the same way. I'm from Berlin. So Berlin is a tough place. Berlin is not Germany. It's the same way that Americans will say New York is not America. Same thing. It doesn't represent the whole entire Germany. Berlin is its own island itself. Different city, different vibes, different rules. So, do I know people from Berlin and how they are? Yes, I do. Do I know Germans? No. No. All of them? No. Can I break it down to one character? Same as Ghana. If everybody would put out the cliche about Africans or black people, then everybody would be fast and running. Everybody would be the greatest dancers. That's the cliches that white people have about black people. Would you say that you agree to that? Because I've seen black people without having rhythm. Tell me, bro. Tell me. I've seen people that don't have rhythm at all. But they were born and bred here and they feel the music still. But they can't dance. That does make you a worse black man, black woman? No. You probably have different skills in math, mathematics or physics. Might be a genius here and there. Different characters, you know? So that's what I love about our country, brother. Shall I real talk? I don't know if I'll say it right now. Amo. Is it that right? Is it rice with eggs? It's the most simple. Emeko. You add pepper, you know? Pepper and onions. The most simple food. Sometimes I add like tuna. That's it. That one I could eat a lot. Or replace that instead of the rice I do bariach. Then you have that combination. But since it's so hot, I don't necessarily have to eat hot all the time. You know, that's why the meko is so nice. It's hot and spice, but it's cold. So, kind of like that. And I think that's back in the days, if you would have asked, it would always be jollof rice. My mother used to make jollof rice and then added like a very nice salad to it and put it on top. That dish, Charlie, every day I was able to eat that one. I used that rice, she made a big pan and we used it for 3-4 days. Reheated. Reheated. All my friends came. You know, back then, when I was a kid, like my teenage years, I never had much money. My mother never had was the woman that gave us out our pocket money. I always had clean clothes and I always had food. Food in my backpack. My mother would leave a bag of food for school. I don't have money to buy myself anything else, but that food, I won't fall of hunger. You understand? But all my friends with time, they realized that because for instance, one of my friends back then, his mom was a doctor. She had no time to cook for this boy. So she left money on the table every day so he'd buy himself some warm food after school. Once you notice that my mother always has food at the house, Marvin just has to reheat it. At some point, my people came 3 times a week, 4 times a week. They save their money, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, if I use them. I knew it. I never said anything because I was happy. I appreciated that my mother was able to let us share. We don't have much, but we are willing to share. That's why I can never be a stingy person. I always share. That's what my mother taught me, right? So, I never with food, brother. Never. But the thing is, I don't eat it like everybody else in the morning. It's because my day is done. The food is carbohydrate. Rice. You had spaghetti. I love this food, but the day is done. This should be an evening food before you go to bed. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest, brother. It's the food be heavy on the stomach. That's why I can't eat it every day. I can't.